And good Thursday morning to you. This is EastLake Live. I'm Pastor Troy.
I'm Pastor Ben.
And we are here today for our 19th show.
Wow.
EastLake Live, 30 minutes of information and
inspiration
for the Smith Mountain Lake community and the entire
global community.
The cosmos.
The cosmos.
Yeah, the whole entire cosmos.
Yes. We're glad you're here.
We're glad you're here.
Yeah.
This is EastLake Live. Share, like, and share this video right now. If you would, we're going to be giving some stuff away. Welcome to Thursday's edition. We have an exciting show. See many of you jumping on here, as they say. You know, is that what you say in the Facebook world? Say, we don't. A lot of people say, I'm going to wait till a few people jump on. But you all have already jumped on before we even go live. So now you're like jumping on.
Yeah. That may be partially because we are late.
Were you?
I don't know. But
usually, we've discovered that in network television time, 30 seconds is an eternity. And you got time to run to the office and grab something when you have 30 seconds.
Hey, by the way, today is a special day.
Today is a special day.
It is a special day,
So
but
why?
I don't know how we observe it.
How do you observe a special day?
Today is National High Five Day.
National...
I don't know what we're supposed to do.
National High Five. You know one thing I want to tell you, that Ben, I'm glad you brought that up. I haven't thought about that till just right now. I'm not doing away with the high fives. Oh, Fauci.
Come on. Up top.
Well, I'm doing away with it right now. I'm not going to do it right now. We're on TV. Dude.
I haven't had a high five for over a month. I'm ready.
You can download them off the internet if you want, and you can give yourself one. Here's Fauci says we're never going to shake hands again.
No.
That's what he said. He said we need to do. So I've been a little worried about that. 'Cause I'm like, I'm a handshaker.
No
You know what I'm
way.
saying? But I don't care what Fauci says. He's never given a high five because he's only about 5'2". Okay, so I'm giving a high five.
Down a little too slow.
Fauci, I'm doing away with high fives to honor the king
For now.
for now. But on what day can we ask Northam what day we can have a high five? By the way, Northam
I don't know.
extended
That's
2
a
weeks.
troubling question, honestly.
That is a troubling question because Northam yesterday extended the no haircuts for 2 more weeks.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that here in a little bit.
We are going to do that. And so no haircuts, no sit-down restaurants for 2 more weeks. I was sort of gearing up to hear what Northam was going to say.
It wasn't as bad as I was anticipating, I guess.
No, I was kind of like, I was a little judgmental. I was pre-judgmental because I was sending bad emojis to myself when I was waiting on his press conference.
Yeah.
But we are glad to have all of you here. So many of you: Roger Bramwell, Ernie Hoffmeister, Jess Chat, Natalie Bryan, Janella Hilligas, Rebecca Camden, Sierra Khan, and a host of millions more.
Yes.
Would you share this video so that all the people that you influence in this world can be blessed by 30 minutes of information and inspiration?
Yeah, we've got another giveaway today, by the way.
We do have another giveaway,
Yes.
and it's a big one. This show has has a woven thread through it, and it includes the giveaway.
Okay, all right.
Remember in our pre-show talk, we talked about this?
Did we?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Tell us about the giveaway, because it's the thread of the show.
So today we are sponsored by the Smith Mountain Lake Coffee House at EastLake. Of course, they have one at the bridge as well. Their main store is there, and they've been setting up here and getting ready to open up here. And today we are giving away a $25 gift card to the Smith Mountain Lake Coffee House.
Yes, we
And
are.
as always, part of the criteria, you got to share this video.
Yes,
and then
you do.
the other part is this. One of the things we're talking about today is just how we're having to adapt a little bit. And,
How you were adapting as I was writing notes.
Yeah, just making sure I wasn't speaking out of turn here. But we want to know in what way have you had to adapt during this whole COVID-19 crisis, with the shutdown, with not going to work? What are some ways you've had to adapt? What are some creative things you've done?
We've seen
to survive?
We've got to show some of that, aren't we? How people adapt. I mean, what are some ways that people would have adapted during this? I saw one guy put up a thing the other day, said, "This is a lot of days in a row to fix supper.
Yeah, you got to learn how to cook.
Learn how to cook. Haircuts."
Haircuts, which we'll talk about.
Yes. So what are some ways? What are some ways you have adapted? Maybe you made a face mask out of a baby's diaper. We saw
Some
that.
people have done
day.
that. Yes.
Maybe you obviously working from home, teaching your children
Yeah.
at home. What are some ways you have adapted? The best answer, and the person who has shared this gets a $25 gift card to the Smith Mountain Lake Coffee House, and there's 2 locations coming shortly. So
that adds up, by the way, to about 18 glazed croissants.
Oh, we should have had some glazed croissant. If you're watching at the Smith Mountain Lake Coffee House, you're only 3 minutes away.
Bring them on over.
Glazed croissants could come here, be on the show before we're done. They are unbelievable.
Lovely.
So share the video.
Yep.
Tell us the most creative, interesting thing you've had to do to adapt, and you could win a $25 gift card. So as a matter of fact, we're going to come back in a few moments, talk about some other stuff. Watch this quick break, brought to you by Smith Mountain Lake Coffee House at EastLake.
And we're back, and we still don't have any croissants.
We gave you 27 seconds and no croissants.
Yeah.
So we need some croissant. All right. So today's a big day for, yesterday we had the interview with Olivia Collingsworth.
Yeah.
25,000 followers on Instagram.
25,001 now. I followed her this morning.
Okay, she's got 25,001.
Yeah.
And Ben, 25,000 and Ben.
Yep.
So tell us, Ben, what we're doing with 323 at 323 Sports on Instagram.
Today is the start of the Final Four.
Yes.
And I have wanted to say that for a month. And so I'm excited to do that.
Yeah.
And so as we explained yesterday, 323 Sports, which is a Christian company that provides uniforms and jerseys for schools, high schools, middle schools, all that good stuff. They have created a March Madness that included Smith Mountain Lake Christian Academy.
Best jersey.
Competition of best jerseys. And today begins the Final Four, which Smith Mountain Lake Christian Academy miraculously, last second shot, buzzer beater.
We were down 20 in the fourth quarter is how you put that.
And we came back and we won by 20. I mean, that was like...
Yeah, we were down 20 and we just went nuts.
Yeah.
We had
so we're in the Final
Four.
And today at 10:37 begins the voting for the competition of the Final Four. Now, this all happens on Instagram. Instagram. And if you follow Olivia Diane C, at Olivia Diane C, I think it's on the screen for you. If you follow her and vote through her story, and if you understand Instagram better than I do, that makes sense to you.
Yes, go to Olivia Diane C on Instagram, her story.
Right, and you vote for your, not for your, well...
Don't vote for your favorite jersey, vote for the Ospreys.
Which will be your favorite
Which
jersey.
will be your favorite, but in case it's not.
And we're competing, okay, if this doesn't give you incentive, then I don't know what will, but we are competing against the demons. So, I mean, this is like good versus evil, you know, lightness versus darkness.
Yes, we win.
We need the votes. So
go, if you're on Instagram, go vote.
Yeah.
You can do it, Olivia Diane C's story. And here's the thing, here's where the advantage of going and doing that.
Yeah.
Tell us.
Yeah,
I'll tell you. She's going to give away, she's a member of the Collingsworth family. They're going to give away the new Collingsworth family cookbook, a new apron, which I hope you win, ladies. But a Collingsworth family mug and a Collingsworth family DVD, and I think it's autographed.
So that is super cool. I mean, we're going against the demons, and if you do it through Olivia's Instagram story, you can be eligible for prizes. I mean, who doesn't love prizes?
She told me, she said that my followers are mostly young girls, and I said, well, give away something for girls. So not that guys don't need an apron, because I wear aprons.
We should post some pictures of some of the best looking guys on the team. And that might
Some of the best looking guys on the basketball team.
Yes.
And that might even increase
those followers of Olivia.
Hey, let's stay in our lane, man. We're not eHarmony.
All right. Yep, sorry about that. So anyway, go to Instagram today. Starting at 10:37 is tip off, and vote for SMLCA. Let's get to the championship. By the way, the winner of this gets a whole brand new, freshly designed jersey.
Yeah. Have I mentioned to share this video?
I think you have.
So let's share this video.
Yep.
And we are, Ben, you mentioned a moment ago, how are some ways that people have adapted?
Yeah.
So would you just walk us through what we're getting ready to see?
Yeah, so haircuts, man. Yesterday, Governor Northam extended the whole, shutting down of salons, etc., for another 2 weeks.
Yep.
I'm at that stage personally where I wear a lot of hats.
Yeah.
In my haircut cycle.
The last one I got, I just said go slow, go short.
I did too, but I'm still at that point now, and now it's extended. I don't know, May 8th or whatever like
May
that.
May the 8th,
anyway.
No haircut. So what is
so
this
a lot
guy
of people
was
are
adapting?
a lot of people are cutting their own hair, and there's a guy I think probably in Ireland or England, I'm assuming, who got really creative in cutting his hair.
This dude stressed me out.
Yeah, earlobe on the
floor.
floor.
Watch this guy
sitting.
cut his hair like he does shears sheep.
I think this needs to be done. it'll grow back in a couple of days, won't it? So nobody will notice it either. Show you all that. Bye bye.
Maybe we ought to take a poll. How many of you, like Ben and I, thought the guy was going to cut an ear off? I got news for you. He has navigated those before that.
I think he's had a lot of practice. He probably has done that long before this whole
And
quarantine
those
thing.
things were sharp.
Yeah, there was like no trouble.
It was
getting
just
there.
like, and I assume he was looking into the camera, but it kind of felt like he was just thinking about going on vacation, just going whack, 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 whack.
Yeah, he wasn't really paying attention.
You know, if I could meet that sheep farmer, I'd give him a $25 gift card to the Smith Mountain Lake Coffee House, but I don't know who he is.
Yeah, I don't think we can do that, but we can give it to one of you.
So,
So just share this video. You got to share this video, and we want to hear. We're getting some great stories in here of ways that you have adapted to this whole situation.
yes.
And so anyway, we got one more haircut video,
One more haircut video.
but this one's pretty cool. A dad, I think Isabel, my 7-year-old, would love the opportunity to do what this dad gave his 4-year-old daughter. A lot more trust than I have. But check this out.
All right, so this hair's getting a little out of control, the longest it's ever been before, and I can't exactly go to a barber right now. We got quarantine, and my other options are Amelia. She's only one. She's not gonna cut my hair. My wife Amy and Hallie, and clearly I don't trust Amy to cut my hair. So here we go. Quarantine cut 2020. Drop it on the ground. Allie, when we're done doing this, we're gonna glue the hair on your face like a beard.
Wow, that was precious.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
was precious.
Yep. I love how she was very proud of her work at the end.
Yeah.
Like, such a great job.
Yeah.
Yep.
I saw that my son TJ is on from Bangkok, Thailand.
What's up,
TJ,
TJ?
hop a plane. Love to see you, bro. Love you, miss you, proud of you.
Yep.
We're gonna show something that he sent us this morning. He sent to me this morning, and we're gonna show that in just a few moments.
Yep.
How are you adapting, Ben?
You know what? I don't know if this is adapting or not, but this is a thing that's changed for me. I'm a list guy. I love my to-do lists.
Yeah.
And every week, at the beginning of the week, I sit down and I write out what I got to do that week. And I don't have a clue what to write in my weekly to-do list. It's like a day-to-day thing. I never know what the next day is supposed to hold other than the show, which is great.
Yeah.
But
hey,
it's just a lot of winging.
Speaking of this show, we've got some guest scheduling. By the way, we've signed another long-term 7-day bonus-laden contract for next week. We're going to be back. If you're happy that we're going to be here 5 days next week, Monday through Friday, give us a thumbs up or whatever you give on the internet, a thumbs up, thumbs down. But we are working on some guests. Tomorrow we're going to have a guy who was yesterday at the Capitol in the state of Michigan. And they had 10,000 cars crowding the streets in Michigan, honking their horns, because the Michigan governor, she lost her marbles. And I mean, I don't want to be political or nothing, but they need to vote her out. She said you're not allowed to buy garden hoses. You can't buy a garden hose. You can't go from one, if you have two houses, you can't go from one house to the other, and you can't have a 16-year-old kid come mow your grass. Somebody needs to run up there and check check in on her. But we're going to have a guy who was there yesterday at the protest at the Michigan State Capitol, honking his horn. You don't want to miss that. Next week, we're working on a Major League Baseball player, Grammy-nominated artist, the former head of the CDC.
Wow.
Ben.
Next week's going to be a big week.
Next week is going to be a big week.
Yep.
And so you don't want to miss it. We're going to come back right after this. Continue to post what you've done to adapt. The winner's going to get a $25 gift card
if they share this video.
If they share this video, $25 gift card to the Smith Mountain Lake Coffee House at EastLake. And what do we get? What do we say to somebody who lives maybe in, say, Indiana if they won that card? I'll tell you what. If you win this card and you live out of state, we will send you $25 worth of Smith Mountain Lake Coffee House merchandise.
That's a great idea.
Nailed it. We just did that on the spot. We'll be right back.
And some EastLake merchandise.
And some EastLake merchandise. Smith Mountain Lake Coffee House at EastLake.
Yes.
Coming Tuesday
With croissants.
with croissant. You know what
trying to hear
croissant
ya.
is? You know what a croissant is?
No.
It's a croissant in France.
Okay.
I don't know if that's true or not, but I just made it up.
It may be.
All right, so
It's time for the People's Choice.
this is maybe the best
Favorite
segment of the
part of
entire
the
show.
show.
The best part of the show.
Good news with JB.
Now
Come
we
on.
Hey.
Jonathan, our show is so laced with good news.
Yes,
That
it is.
you have to keep it pretty high up because
I do.
Yep.
I do.
what precedes you is such good news.
I know. When you said coffee house next week, the croissants, I mean, I don't even know how to top that.
Hard to beat it.
Did you know what a croissant is?
What's that?
Whoa.
It's a croissant in France.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'll have to get by there one of these
my
days.
goodness.
Hey, y'all ready for some good news, great
Oh,
stories?
yes. Hold on.
Hey, you want to push pause?
No, you give us the good news.
All right,
Look
all
out
right.
the door
So
and tell us
good
what the
news.
good
news.
Great
The
news.
stars of next week
The
are actually
good-
coming in
This
the
is
door.
actually happening live
Yes.
on set.
Unplanned,
Come on,
impromptu.
Come on in.
Now, come on in.
Come on in. Walk around
Folks,
here.
it's about to get real.
It's about to
right
get real.
now.
The owners of Smith Mountain Lake Coffee House have showed
Hey,
up.
Oh,
you
man.
are
They know what we
Americano.
drink.
this guy. Right here.
Those are
Yes.
croissants that
Right
you
there.
asked for.
Those
Hey,
are.
those life changing?
So you guys actually
Ben,
saw
we got
this.
lemon on this side
Thank
for
you,
you.
man.
They
You're the
saw
best.
this. This has never happened before.
No, people don't even call in when we ask them to. But
No, but when you just say, "I need a croissant," did you know what a croissant? Never mind. Anyways, these are the unbelievable croissants from the Smith Mountain Lake Coffee House, which
if you win this $25 gift card to the Smith Mountain Lake Coffee House, you can get like 18 of these. I don't know, maybe even throw in an extra two.
and they even
Well,
she
I'll
even
tell you
brought.
what we're going to do
Okay.
is to thank Eastlake, we're going to throw in another $25 gift
Wow.
card as well.
There you go.
Oh my.
$50 to the Smith Mountain
So
Lake
now they
Coffee
can have
House.
lunch and the croissants when they come over.
Yes.
So-
Oh my! So
love it.
You know what? This is maybe one of the best things ever. We
Yeah.
didn't honestly. Did we plan this?
No.
I'm a pastor. I don't lie. We just mouthed off on the show, and our friends from Smith Mountain Lake Coffee House,
we always listen
Kevin
to
and
the
Sarah
show.
Gray,
Brought 'em
and
on over.
so and they actually knew what I drink because I get the same thing every time I go. She knows what to make. It's an Americano. Wow, this is amazing. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank
Best day ever.
All right, Jonathan.
All
All
right,
right.
top
Hey,
that.
good
Can you
news.
top
Yeah.
that?
Oh, wait.
The-
Does that stay or do I need to
The
take
challenge is, can you top that?
that? Yes. No.
Eat it on the
I
show.
can't.
You can eat it on the show. Go right ahead.
All right, so while they stuff their mouths and just enjoy this, I'll suffer through and share some good
Give
news
us some
with
good
you.
news, Jonathan.
So I had to ask my wife about this, but nail salons, evidently, when they're doing nails, they use masks and gloves. All right, that's part of their equipment. So obviously, the pandemic has affected their business. In Mobile, Alabama, dozens of nail salon owners came together. They donated. You okay there? Do you need a glove or a mask, maybe? Folks, it's getting real. But anyway, in Mobile, we'll try to keep it together. They donated more than 134,000 gloves and 23,000 masks to a local hospital.
Who
and,
did?
yeah, right. Who cares? This is really good news.
That's great.
This is happening all across the country, though.
Yeah,
so,
this is amazing.
Hey, don't eat all the Bavarian cream, by the way. I like those.
No.
So one thing, as I've been researching for these stories, it's just been really cool to see how ordinary, everyday people are reaching out to help those around them. Let me tell you about Lentravius Gear. He's a truck driver from Hartwell, Georgia, and he supplies Sam's Clubs. One day he was riding in his truck and he thought, man, kids are out of school right now. Parents don't have jobs. What can I do for these people? Here's what he did. He went to the local Little Caesars Pizza. You all right there? The Little Caesars Pizza, bought 100 pizzas to share it with people. Man, you guys are... Folks, we may have to go to a commercial break here in a minute. This is good.
This is amazing. I just think about Jonathan talking. And
Yeah.
He must feel like I feel some Sundays when I'm preaching and people are totally distracted.
Yeah, yeah.
Because Ben and I are sitting over eating a croissant.
Yeah.
And
I
I'm
feel like you do when that guy jumps up and goes and gets his coffee, you know, while you're about halfway through the
I'm
scripture.
sorry, Jonathan.
No,
but
no
this
problem.
Is we just had a miracle happen on the show today. And we don't know. I'm afraid to take the next bite because I want to do it. Guys, this is incredible.
Listen, we miss all of you. This is the effect it has on us when we're stuck with each
Have
other
we
all the
broken
time.
the 500,000 pounds?
We have new numbers today, 523,000
Jonathan
numbers.
is going in the
He's going to go eat a Bavarian cream.
So here's the deal. Oh man, the numbers, we're blowing out the numbers today. We're setting records in all platforms, I'm sure. And I can't wait to go to a break so I can take another bite of this. But it's good to see all of you on here. I see my brother Jimmy, who's in a Pennsylvania. Jimmy, I love you. Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in today. Where are we? Good news. Okay, here's the deal. I got some good news.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
James Crocker, that we interviewed a few days ago, gave his plasma to a guy that was in ICU, 52 years old, no pre-existing conditions. All of a sudden was in ICU on a ventilator.
In a
Family
coma,
couldn't see him.
I
He was
think.
in a coma.
Wow.
Talked to James Crocker last night. That man set up yesterday, cutting jokes, eating food.
Oh, that's amazing.
I think they were on ABC News last night, perhaps on the Today Show this morning.
Wow.
So that's really good news.
That is. That's awesome.
Here's another good news. Introduce this video.
Yeah. So there are people, over 500,000 of
Yes,
them, that have recovered from COVID-19. And if you've ever wondered what it's like leaving a hospital after you have overcome this virus, this video shows you a little bit what it's like.
All the best.
Thank you very much.
Yes. That was awesome. He got out of the hospital. Oh my, this is great. This has been a great show today. But you know what?
Best show ever.
This is the best show ever.
Yeah.
We were wearing that croissant out during that 27-second break or whatever it was. I have some even better news. A couple days ago, I shared that my son in Thailand shared with me a friend of his who works for an online church platform, and how what looked like was going to be a terrible Easter turned out what they thought was going to be a massive and I want you to look at these statistics on last weekend's streaming, and put up the first slide. To the ends of the earth, this online platform, this online church platform, Church Online, 9,735,518 attended church just on that platform last weekend. And look at all those places. The other thing I wanted to show is, look at the next slide. They had 69,427 conversions recorded.
That's amazing.
You cannot, they put Jesus in the tomb. He came roaring out victoriously. They shut the church down. 69 on that platform. And that doesn't include, like, we didn't
Yeah.
record people who were saved at our church.
Right. And we don't use that platform. So who
And
knows?
so 69,420, that is so awesome.
That's great news.
These are incredible days.
Yeah.
Something we're doing here at EastLake. As you know, the government has given away stimulus checks. A lot of people need that, and we're thankful that they're receiving that. And a thought crossed my mind a few weeks ago when I heard this was going to happen, that, you know what? My income hasn't changed, and I'm in a situation that I wasn't going to have to sit around and wait on it and be desperate. Doesn't mean that somebody else whose income hasn't changed doesn't need it. But I said, you know what? What if I just donated the stimulus check to a fund that was out to help people who have been dramatically impacted by this crisis. And so we've set up a fund. The EastLake elders have set up a fund. It's called the EastLake Coronavirus Benevolent Fund. And actually, we've had several people already say, our checks are going to that fund. And what we're going to do with that money is directly in this community and in this area, help people who've lost their jobs, have a mortgage, have tuition, whatever it is that they really are struggling with. So if you're interested in being a part of that, you can email darylcrim8@gmail.com. And if you have a serious need, and you say, man, my husband lost his job, we can't pay our mortgage in April or May. I don't know if there'll be $1,200 in that fund. I know there'll be $1,200. I don't know if there'll be $1,200. I don't know if there'll be $12,000. I don't know if there'll be $120,000. But if you would like to donate your stimulus check, none of it will go to Eastlake Community Church to support the ministry of Eastlake. 100% of it will go through the church to people who are directly impacted by this. So darylcrim8, I think that's on the screen, at gmail.com. And today's another significant day, Ben, as we come to the end of this show. April the 16th is a very, very memorable day in Virginia, particularly because it's been 14 years ago that there was a shooting at Virginia Tech. Took a lot of innocent lives. And tragedies happen all around us every day. We're in the midst of a pandemic.
Yeah.
And it's been remarkable to watch the community around here come back from that terrible shooting.
Yeah.
Also, tornado struck Chattanooga a few days ago, and I love the beauty that rises from ashes.
Yeah. And you miss a lot of stories like this because you're so focused on coronavirus. But there were tornadoes that happened in Chattanooga, and it's interesting that I know of at least 2 churches in that city that were totally demolished, and yet a piano stood above the rubble.
Not even a tornado can move a piano.
These things are heavy. And we got a video that we're going out with today that shows a group from that church sitting down at that piano and worshiping the Lord in the midst of disaster. And we encourage you to do that as well in your life today.
Praise God. We will praise Him in the midst of every circumstance. So today, as we prepare to go, We're going to give away a $50, 25. We're going to give a 25. Smith Mountain Lake Coffee House is adding a $25 gift card. Jonathan Brown, come tell somebody some good news.
Yeah.
Who are we giving away the gift card to today?
Janella Hilligoss Thompson.
Janella Hilligoss Thompson.
She lives out of state, but her family has been adapting. I think she even said they were able to do like some orthodontist appointments with like FaceTime. So, some kind of way, that would be rough, but
You shouldn't be eating those croissants if you got braces.
So congratulations. Thank you for
Janella
sharing the
Hilligoss
video.
Thompson.
And
You win $50. So what do we? She lives out of state.
Yeah, so we'll
we're
send
gonna
her some
send her.
merchandise.
We'll get you $50 material. JB, you follow up what she likes, what
Sure.
she needs, and we'll throw in a couple
Sounds
EastLake
good.
things as well and get them shipped to you today. We'll need your address, but don't put it on here so the whole world doesn't come haunt you.
we'll be in touch.
Hey, thanks for being with us today. We're going to get through this. Keep serving the Lord. Keep trusting in the Lord. If you need help, if you need prayer, if you need counsel, email us at pt@eastlake-church.com. pt@eastlake-church.com. We want to help you. We want to pray for you. We want to lift you up. We want to encourage you. We're going to get through this. Trust the Lord. Love your neighbor. Be encouraged. We're Christians. See you tomorrow at 10.